World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I'm your host, Steph Vicente. Russia has launched its biggest missile attack yet this year on Ukraine's energy facilities, according to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Missile and drone attacks hit power plants in Kiev and other areas, the BBC reports, knocking out heating for over 1,000 apartment buildings as temperatures plunge below zero. President Zelensky accused Russia of choosing terror over diplomacy and calling on allies to increase pressure on Moscow. The attack came after a temporary energy truce expired and as NATO's chief was visiting Kiev. Ukraine said more than 70 missiles and hundreds of drones were fired, with many getting through due to limited air defenses. In other news overseas, a U.S. fighter jet shot down an Iranian drone after it aggressively approached an American aircraft carrier in the Arabian Sea on Tuesday. According to BBC News, the U.S. military said the F-35C jet was launched from the USS Abraham Lincoln and acted in self-defense to protect the ship and its crew. The aircraft carrier was about 500 miles from Iran when the drone approached with what officials described as unclear intent. No damage was reported and no U.S. personnel were hurt. The incident comes amid rising tensions between Washington and Tehran as the U.S. builds up forces in the region while still planning nuclear talks with Iran later this week. The U.S. also reported that Iranian forces harassed a U.S.-flagged merchant ship in the Strait of Hormuz on the same day. And finally, China has banned hidden door handles on electric vehicles over safety concerns, becoming the first country to do so. The move follows deadly crashes, the BBC reports, including 2 fatal incidents involving Xiaomi EVs, where power failures were believed to have trapped passengers inside. Under the new rules, all cars sold in China must have mechanical door releases on both the inside and outside. Clear markings inside vehicles will also be required to show how doors can be opened. The regulations take effect on January 1, 2027, with existing models given 2 more years to comply. The decision could influence global car safety standards as Tesla-style door handles are already under review in the US and Europe. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.